The dog in front of us has been trapped in the sewer for 2 days and 2 nights, crying helplessly every day. At this moment, friends who want to rescue the dog are asked to press 666. The rescuer from the animal rescue station received reports from the public and immediately drove to the location of the dog. At this time, the sky was filled with dark clouds, and if it rained, it would bring more trouble to the rescue. The rescuer immediately went full throttle, taking 20 minutes to reach the site. The rescuer met up with the kind-hearted person who led him to the location of the dog. The kind-hearted person said that when passing by, he heard the dog continuously crying. Since he was not a professional rescuer, he could only seek help from the rescuer at the animal rescue station. After a 10-minute journey, the rescuer finally arrived at the place where the dog was trapped. Perhaps the dog's voice had become hoarse, as it was quietly sitting on the ground, not expecting any humans to come to its rescue. For the dog's health, the rescuer immediately climbed down into the well. However, the width of the well was a bit narrow for the rescuer, making his movements somewhat inconvenient, and the smell from the sewer was extremely unpleasant. But in order to rescue the dog, he had to grit his teeth and proceed. When the rescuer approached the dog, it issued a warning bark. The rescuer first tried to pet the dog, hoping it would realize he was there to help. After more than 10 minutes of gentle touching, the rescuer seized the opportunity to grab the dog and climb up, ultimately successfully rescuing it. However, the dog's first reaction was to try to break free from the rescuer's hands. The rescuer immediately comforted the dog, as it had been in the stinky sewer. The rescuer was worried that the dog had drunk the sewer water and needed to take it to the hospital for a health check. He carried the dog away from the site, and the dog did not resist anymore. However, when the rescuer placed the dog in the cage, it became very sensitive again, not allowing the rescuer to touch its body. The rescuer then took the dog to the hospital, but when getting out of the car, he encountered another problem. The dog completely distrusted him, and even tried to bite his hand. After 20 minutes of struggle, the rescuer finally managed to carry the dog out. He discovered that the dog did not have a microchip, which meant it had no owner. The veterinarian immediately conducted a health check on the dog, and then provided targeted treatment for its symptoms. The rescuer brought the dog back home, but a similar situation occurred again. This time, the dog was even more aggressive towards him, maintaining an attacking stance. The rescuer could only risk being bitten to calm the dog's emotions. Finally, the rescuer successfully brought the dog home and prepared food for it. However, the dog did not trust the rescuer because of the food, and remained vigilant. Nevertheless, the rescuer believed that after some time together, the dog would come to see him as a good person. After 3 days of interaction, the dog had become good friends with the rescuer. Whenever he sat down, all the dogs would gather around him, as these dogs were all rescued by him. The dogs also know that the rescuer is their benefactor, and it is because of rescuers like him that these stray animals have a safe haven. Here, we also hope that, when you encounter stray animals in need of help, please extend your kind hand, as your small action may save a little life.